Good morning, everyone. Namaste. We are going to be reading out of my Heyoka. It's an empath awakening, embracing your true nature as the most powerful type of intuitive empath. And we're still on chapter 2. What does it mean to be a Heyoka empath? And we're moving on to how is the Heyoka empath different from other empaths? All empaths are highly sensitive and have a large degree of empathy. In fact, the empathy scale, you have empaths at the extreme and narcissists at the zero end. Everyone else falls at some point along the rest of the scale, and highly sensitive people further towards the end where empaths sit. And highly sensitive people and empaths aren't exactly the same. Whether there's a psychic empath, a floral empath, or a medical empath, every type of empath has the ability to read subtle energies around them. A Heyoka empath has every one of the regular empath abilities, but they also take up a notch or two further. Their ability is to use humor in the way in which they connect with others to act as the role of teacher. And I myself definitely use humor in my life. In the last section, we mentioned that Heyoka empaths act as a mirror. So they hold up a mirror to other people and reflect what needs to heal within that person. So a lot of people are not going to want to be around a Heyoka empath if they're holding up the mirror to them and they're not ready to heal. So a lot of those people are narcissists, and a lot of those people are then going to start to look for problems in the Heyoka that they're probably not going to find, but they're going to make things up, and then they're going to start really trying to spread negativity against that person because they feel triggered when they're around them, but they don't exactly understand why they're being triggered. And they're being triggered because a Heyoka empath holds the mirror up of what they need to heal. They're the reflection of what needs healing. So it says, they reflect the situation or emotions back to the person dealing with it, and then use as a satirical humor to get them to see that it is not that bad and that there's a way around it. From there, the role of the teacher begins. That's what makes a Heyoka empath the most powerful. It's not just a case of absorbing a feeling and knowing how someone feels, although that's extremely valuable because it allows you to connect with that person. It's more than that for the Heyoka empath. In this case, they're acting as a guide. They're showing the person a different way, and from there, they're able to assist them in exploring the situation and how it can be solved. It's almost like the Heyoka empath is acting as a mirror to the person's strengths and weaknesses, showing them a movie almost in real time of how things could be different. In truth, humor is extremely powerful. It's an alchemizing tool. You can alchemize a room just by bringing laughter into it. You can alchemize a situation by bringing laughter into it, even if it's a very dark situation, a loss of a loved one, a funeral, someone in the hospital. You can turn that situation to a higher vibrational situation by bringing in joy and laughter. The role of Heyoka is disruption, but in the most positive of ways. Just like the fool or clown they are named after, they're designed to mess things up a little, to shake up the order. When the empath reflects a person's problems or behaviors back to them, they're likely to know exactly what to say or make them think, oh, wait a minute. This changes the energy in the room and moves things from negative to a positive. And it says, does Heyoka empaths heal gently and calmly? No, they do quite the opposite. The truth is that someone becomes aware of a problem or a problematic element of their behavior. This is upsetting to the person that is being triggered and being, okay, this person is a loving, kind person and they seem authentic. Why am I not a loving, kind, authentic person? And that's triggering for them. So they don't want to be around, obviously, that's someone making them triggered, unless they want to do the healing work. If they want to do the healing work, they're going to be very drawn to the Heyoka empath. And I like this part. It says, but awareness leads to healing. The situation can help someone move on from a situation that isn't meant for them, or one that is simply not serving them well anymore. By reflecting the behavior or problem back to them, they can see what's going on in the humor elements and help them to look for different routes forward. It's not calm, it's not gentle, and it can be quite chaotic, but it does exactly what it's meant to do. The approach helps the person to heal. So even if you go around a narcissist as a Heyoka empath, and a lot of Heyoka empaths don't know they're Heyoka empaths. They've just been told they're too sensitive their whole lives, in a negative connotative way. And they really can see things that other people can't necessarily see about people. They can see the darkness in people that other people are blind to it. The people wear a mask and they pretend like they're this great person when in reality there's a lot of darkness underneath. The Heyoka empath then comes and holds the mirror. It is going to create chaos in that person's life, and probably more than likely for the Heyoka empath, because that person's going to stir up trouble and try and make it seem like it's the Heyoka empath who is actually the problem. And a lot of people end up jumping on board and believing that the Heyoka empath is the problem. But either way, it's going to bring that light to that narcissist's life or that troubled person's life. And that person is going to start to think about it, and eventually healing will occur over time as a result of that. At least that's the goal. So I hope this helps, and I love you all. Have a blessed day, and namaste.